probably back in my early days in the brokerage business and meeting Sir John Templeton and witnessing always speak positively, always speak about change and talk about the big picture down to the small picture, but focus on the big picture which will drive the small picture. And at the same time, when you go to the small picture, you're really betting on people. And it's recognizing that great people are few and far between, and it helps you make your decision. We learn by what they call tacit knowledge, or you have explicit knowledge. And the best metaphor with that is getting your driver's license. That's explicit knowledge. That doesn't mean you are a good driver. Over time, you become an accomplished driver, and then we're going to send you to the UK. Now you have to learn all a new set of rules, take a test, it's explicit knowledge, and you have to learn on the opposite side of the road, that's tacit knowledge. That's the same thing with investing. And that's the same thing with meeting people, studying facts and trends and data mining and what they're doing. Now we're talking about explicit knowledge. It's the combination of the two where 1 and 1 becomes 11. Well, the speech I gave is for everyone to recognize the significance of digital world and how it's influencing stock prices, information from President Trump winning the election to now we have cryptocurrencies, and they all come together. And we have now millennials, which are bigger than baby boomers, and they have a different set of values and beliefs, and it's to recognize this. And with that, you can see opportunities and you can understand risks and opportunities better. Well, looking at picking gold stocks, after 8,000 hours of data mining, we launched an ETF called Go Gold. It's on New York. It outperforms the GDXJ 94% of the time in rolling 12-month periods. And in that process of using data mining, it's helped our active gold fund managers look at companies in a complete different view and perspective. And it's to appreciate deductive thinking versus inductive thinking, like Dr. House. And how can you create a probability of analyzing data smarter and better and more quickly? And that was another big part for people to understand that this data is so big. It's not just you going to buy a pair of shoes or you go and log on, but to understand what's called natural language processing, which comes out of Stanford University and is the backbone for Google. Quant funds are putting it on steroids of how they can process and listen to Fed minutes, 250 pages in 1 minute, and look for word pattern differences from the previous Fed minutes and make it a decision. That's, to me, is remarkable. Well, I think I've had so many mentors, and I think it's having this sort of passion to grow and learn and being very curious. I thank my father, I thank my mother for this sort of inspiring to be curious, to learn and improve. At all times, be curious to learn and improve. So when I meet other people that can add to my curiosity or how I can learn something, I think that's a big factor. Joining YPO, Young Presidents Organization, is all about peer-to-peer learning, from industry trends down to individual leadership roles and responsibilities. So I think that's the big factor. Life successes are nonlinear. They're not just a straight line, like nonlinear math, and appreciating that. Rules and regulations and math will try to make everything as linear as possible, but in fact, it's the nonlinear math. It's, I met this person all of a sudden because I had this other information I could catapult. Going to consensus because of my sons and Trevor inspiring me to learn about cryptocurrency, and then all of a sudden, Frank Juicer calling me, all of a sudden, these things connect at a hyperlink, a hyper speed. So I think that's how things evolve.